might be wondering why you're seeing this toy here. I'm holding this up because I'm sitting in my son's chair, and I kept hearing this doggone thing beep and couldn't find it right before I started this scope. So we found it, and we're going to get rid of that noise that it was creating as well. So let's pop that around. Let's turn this camera around, and let's get going. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Here we are, day 13. Day 13. Good number of this miracle morning journey. Oh, there's the caterpillar. Day 13. I love 13. Welcome, Crab Scab. Or Crab S Cab, not sure. Luminescence 123. Welcome. Missed someone else who was joining. If you want to let me know where you're joining me from, love to give you a shout out. But as I said, it's day 13. I love 13. I think it's a great number. You do not exist. Okay. Love to hear what that's about. But I love 13. I think 13 actually is a good number. As a Christian anyway, I look at that number being kin to Jesus and the 12 disciples. Colorado Springs. All right. Never been there. I've heard phenomenal things about it, that it was absolutely beautiful. It's a wonderful place to be. I've only been to Denver before, and some crazy weather out there from time to time. Starting off, I think it was when I went out there during the day, it was 70 degrees. You could see the clouds rolling in over top of the Rocky Mountains, and next thing you know, it was shivering cold. As it got that night. A little bit cool, went to the Rockies game, and then afterwards, the wind was absolutely crazy. So, not sure if Colorado Springs is like that. In any case, day 13, I think it's a great number, and I'm excited about now this 13 being a day of change. I was thinking about today, I was looking at some of my social media feeds before I came online, and looking back on the memory today, and it reminded me of just how powerful our words really are. Here's the story. Keep it short. Before that, for those who are new to this, my name is Kofi Ford, coming to you live out of Atlanta, Georgia. So the family's all asleep, tucked away here. I've been doing this miracle morning journey now for 13 days, coming from a book that I read that talked about what the most successful people do in the morning. There are things that they all do, and they get out of the way right first thing in the morning. That's where I want to be in terms of the world and akin to doing some great things. So I actually started the process, immediately started jumping in the book, got to a point where I was able to start doing something with the information, and immediately jumped in, and here I am, day 13. This is my way of being accountable so that I don't miss any day through the process. I literally have an intention of not missing a day ever. So I'm going to do this every morning and keep myself accountable. And hopefully you get something good out of it as well. But I love seeing people coming in from all over the world who may be awake. Maybe you caught the title and that grabbed you out here. But hopefully I can get to know a lot of folks who are joining on here as well. And maybe you're in the same process that I am, and looking forward to making some positive changes in your life. Not saying that you aren't having a great level of success right now, but I think all of us are looking to get to even higher levels of success, and that's kind of what this is for me. But today, as I said, I was looking over my memories on Facebook specifically, and I was reminded about Thanksgiving a year ago. And it's amazing how much can change in such a short period of time. I remember I had a conversation with my wife, and I had a sister I had never met before. I had heard the name, but I didn't know where necessarily she was in the country. Actually, think about that. I didn't know where she was in the world. I just thought, I knew some very minor things. I knew her first name, and I knew that she grew up in Texas. So, I had looked on the web, now especially with Facebook, being around billions of people being on Facebook, I was definitely scouring through Facebook trying to see if I could figure out who she was. But searching her name, first name, you get so many results. But I could never, I'm going through it. I didn't see anybody that had any close resemblance to me, and most of them, were outside of this country, and that would have made it very tough. In any case, got to last year around Thanksgiving time, and I remember saying to my wife that I was going to find her. I was going to find her this year. And specifically, more into the background, personal story here. Didn't really have a huge relationship with my biological father. So as a matter of fact, I had no relationship as of last year at all. We had completely just ended that years ago. But I had never met that side of the family. So I was fortunate enough to have contacted a cousin of mine who actually went to the same college as I graduated from, Morehouse, down here in Atlanta. Reached out to him and had him coordinate me getting together with that side of the family. Going through pretty quickly because I want you to get the meat and potatoes of the story. But through that, I was able to find out some other pieces to the puzzle to finding my sister. And that day, I remember saying to my wife, I'm going to find her. And it was not a week that went by that I was able to find her by using, the web, basically. So much information is out there in the web, you would be shocked. In any case, watch what you do, because it might be out there on the web for everybody to see. In any case, I actually did find her a week later, and absolutely wonderful. I can't explain to you the amount of joy that I received in such a short period of time, but I remember the words. I remember putting the words out there that I was going to find her. And it was 100% belief in what I said. It was absolutely no doubt in my mind that I was going to find her. I had all the pieces I needed, I felt. I knew this. I had enough that with my know-how and my desire, it was going to happen. There was nothing to prevent it from happening. So I thought about that, though, through the memory, and it was amazing because you think about how that applies to anything. What is it that you want? And this is me talking about, talking to myself as well, but what is it that you want? And when was the last time that you saw yourself having it, or doing it, or completing it? When was the last time that you put it out there, spoke it out loud, that it was going to happen for you, exactly the way you wanted to? I tell you, that's just one example of my life. But if you think back over your own life, how many times have you said something was going to happen, and sure enough, it happened? Maybe it took a while, maybe it took a year. For me, it was 41 years old that I was. I had a sister who was, I think she's 3 years younger than I am, and I had never met her. So 38 years she had been on this planet, and we'd never met, which is absolutely crazy, right? You would say, how is that possible? That's another story for another day. In any case, here it was, years and years and years of searching. From the time I was 20, by the time I was 18 or 19, I had heard of her. And from that point on, I was trying to find her. So, it's amazing how long things take, but the words behind it, followed by consistent action towards it, there's nothing to stop it from happening. And the same thing can happen for anybody. So, I don't know what it is that you want. I don't know. Here we are, Black Friday. I was going to talk about Black Friday this morning. I just hope that most people watching this are not doing like the 80% or more who went into debt yesterday just to have some things happen on Christmas Day. Personally, from my end, I don't think it's worth it. It sets people up so that every year they're living for one day because they go into so much debt and they never end up paying it off. Don't be like that. I I want everyone to have a great Christmas and to do the things that you desire. I'd love to chat with you about how you can make that happen without going into debt. Feel free. You can find me at kofifordonline.com, and feel free to reach out to me there. Of course, all the different social media aspects. You've got me on Twitter and Instagram at Kofi Ford, and then as well as what's the other one? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Excuse me. You can find me. You just look me up, Kofi Ford. Love to connect with you. Love to get to know you, and the things that you're looking to get, out of life. Love to talk with you about how you can make that happen as well. That's what I do. So excited again about today. Excited about the rest of this year. Here we are, the last 5 weeks coming up, and I made a promise, I think on my first scope, that these are going to be the best 5 weeks of the year for me, and I challenged it to be the same for everybody else. So here's the chance. Speak what you want today. Don't go into debt any further if you have for these shopping days of the year. Enjoy yourself though, and have the best Christmas possible, but don't set yourself up for failure for 2016 before it's even here. We have 5 weeks. Love to chat with anyone who's interested in making these the best 5 weeks of the year for yourself as well, and talk about how we can make that a reality for yourself, even more so. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Even the rebroadcast, I appreciate you jumping on and watching, and I look forward to connecting with you all further in the future as we continue forward on this journey together.